Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. England vs Sri Lanka. Captain Ollie Pope rejects complacency accusations after damning defeat in third test. Watch highlights from day 4 of the third test between England and Sri Lanka at the Oval. Captain Ollie Pope has denied England's 8-wicket defeat to Sri Lanka in the third and final test was due to complacency. Sri Lanka completed their first test victory on English soil in over a decade after the hosts suffered a second-innings collapse on day 3 which opened the door to their opponents. There were a number of questionable decisions made by Pope throughout the series, including his 10 failed doctor's reviews. More notably, though, on day 2 when bad light forced England's spinners on, they struggled on a pitch that offered little movement and Pope decided to keep the team on, with the tourists managing to recover from 93-5 to 211-5. In true Bazball fashion, England would have wanted to carry on with the game to entertain the fans and continue their attack, but after their loss, questions were raised about whether that was a turning point in the match. I don't think it was complacency at all. It's been a long summer, but that's nothing to do with the fact we lost this game, Pope said. We still came to play with the same intentions, but this game, for some reason, it didn't quite come off. We didn't get enough runs after having a first innings lead, and I'd probably put it down to that. It was just one of those days where it didn't come off. We played some really good cricket throughout the series, and then in a couple of weeks' time we'll be able to look back on that day 3, reflect on it and make a decision then. England jeopardised their clean sweep chances on day 3 during their second innings when they collapsed to 82-7 with Ben Duckett and Pope out for 7, Chris Woakes dismissed for a duck, Harry Brook, 3, and Gus Atkinson, 1, trapped LBW, and Shoaib Bashir removed for 4. This handed Sri Lanka a golden opportunity to get back into the test match, and they accepted it with open arms. In doing so, the hosts floundered their chance of earning their first clean sweep summer in 20 years after beating the West Indies 3-0 in the series preceding this. It's disappointing not to be on the right side of the result. Day 3, we probably shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, Pope added. We weren't at our best, and credit to Sri Lanka. The way Pathum Nissanka played was high class and they deserved to win this test. But we weren't at our best as well. The manner of the defeat was reminiscent of a pre-Bazball era, slow, inevitable and uninspiring, and also took away from the fact that England won the series 2-1. And while there have been promising moments throughout the test summer with wicketkeeper-batter Jamie Smith and pace bowler Atkinson starring, defeat in the final match will be disappointing for this ultra-positive England side. They will be frustrated to have lost here. It is generally a ground they play well at, said former England fast bowler Stuart Broad.